multiple offers, over list price offers, no inventory. If you're a buyer in today's market, these are things that you have probably become all too familiar with. So what are some of the things that you as a buyer can do to put your offer in a better light and increase the likelihood that your offer will get accepted? These are our key takeaways. The first and most important thing that you can probably do is obviously make sure that you're coming in at the right price. In today's competitive market, it's important that you put your best foot forward the first time. And that means oftentimes coming in with your highest and best. This gives the seller the impression that you are serious about your offer and that you're not looking to negotiate or play any games when it comes to potentially meeting somebody halfway. Your best foot forward and your highest and best offer will ensure that your offer is well received by the seller and put you in a better position to get your offer accepted. Tip number 2, and this goes somewhat in line with the first tip, and that is leave a large enough deposit so that the seller knows that you are serious about your offer and that you're leaving enough skin in the game to prove that you are willing to see this contract through to the very end. Tip number 3, contingencies. Contingencies can range from anything like an inspection contingency, a mortgage contingency, an attorney review period contingency. And in today's market, the fewer contingencies you're comfortable having in your contract, the better. Consider consulting with your agent to see how you can best shorten your contingencies so that the seller does not have to take his house off the market for too long while you do your due diligence. Tip number 4 is consider an appraisal gap waiver. This has never been one of my favorites, but the reality is that in today's market, it's something that you should always keep in your back pocket if you're able to do so. The appraisal gap waiver implies to the seller that you as the buyer are willing to bring to the table any potential gap that exists between your offer amount and the appraisal amount. For buyers that have enough cash to bring to the table, this might be a good leverage and tool for you to be able to say that your over-asking strong offer is not going to be jeopardized. Once again, this is something that you'll want to consult with your agent and, more importantly, your loan officer to see what options are at your disposal when it comes to including an appraisal gap waiver in your purchase contract. And the last tip, and I would argue the most important, ensure that your agent is able to establish good rapport with the seller via the listing agent. I've talked to my team all the time how important it is to reach out to the listing agent and simply have a conversation with them to see exactly what it is that the seller wants. What do they want to get for their home? How quickly do they want to close? What are the most important factors to them that will entice them to accept your offer? So the better relationship and the better rapport that your agent has with the listing agent, the likelier it will be that you will be able to draft up an offer that checks off all of the boxes for the seller. If you have any questions or any concerns, or just simply want to talk through what some of your options are as a buyer or a seller, reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to help.